Hey everybody, I'm in the parlor with stacks of books, and you may or may not have heard about these books. These are gifts from Pastor Mo. She wasn't allowed to take them all home, so she gave them to us, and we are getting ready to clear them out. But I wanted to give you one last chance. If you want to come to the parlor, check out what books she has to give. If you're looking for some books on the Christian documents of the church, or the New Interpreter's New Testament translation, a guide for giving sermons. If you want to give a sermon, let me know. But there's lots of good stuff here. Hefty material, some lighter material. One of these books, this one in particular, again, this Documents of the Christian Faith, it reminded me that we have so many good things within our Book of Confessions, one of the foundational documents of the Presbyterian Church. And you know me, I'm never one to turn down an opportunity to celebrate some of those things. And so this week in worship, just like sometimes we use, well, most weeks we use the Apostles' Creed, which is one of those documents of faith in our Book of Confessions. Another one is the Confession of 1967. And so we'll be using a paragraph of that as part of our worship, as part of our affirmation of faith. And I'm a big fan of the Confession of 1967, C67 as we called it in seminary, because it's a document that was created by a bunch of people that sat in a room and felt out what was going on in this world, and how are we as the church going to express what we believe. And if you remember, some of us do and some of us don't, but in the 1950s and 60s, there was a lot of stuff going on in America, in the world, a lot of stuff happening in the church and in Christendom in general. And so this document was created by a committee. It went to General Assembly. The General Assembly ripped it to shreds and put it back together and sent it to all the churches and then said, "What do you think?" And so 7 years after that started, it went to the churches, it came back to General Assembly, a group recommitted to rebuilding it again, and then the church was able to look at it, approve it. 90% of the denomination approved it at that point, which is just obscene for a statement of faith. That's a huge percentage of people to be in favor of it. And it's a statement about reconciliation that was approved by the church in the 1960s and late 60s. So to think about all that was happening and to talk about the world and our faith through the lens of reconciliation, it's a beautiful document. I get excited about it, obviously. Come to worship on Sunday or look up our bulletin online and you'll see there's a little link in there if you want to read it yourself. But it's a beautiful document to talk about reconciliation in the world. And so we'll talk about it in worship. We'll use it as part of our faith statement in worship. So this is just one of many of the documents that are in our church Book of Confessions. And there's always something to learn and something to grow with and to learn through. So I hope you take some time to look at it. Come on out and check out the books in the parlor. Hope to see you on Sunday. Sunday worship starts at 10 a.m. here, and you can join us in person or online. I'll see you all later.